Surprising my 65-year-old parents with a clean house. Most of you probably already know I no longer live with my parents, but I come into town quite frequently, and the house was an absolute disaster this time. My parents' house is definitely the fun house for all the grandkids. With that being said, there's typically kids here every day, and messes accumulate very quickly between the literal piles of dirt being brought in from the stand pile, or the little critters that the boys like to bring in. There's always been very little rules here, so kids just kind of run wild on the property. And despite my dad's best effort with this sign to try to keep the house a little neater, people still just leave their stuff laying all around the house. If I had to guess, there's typically probably 10 to 15 people who come in and out the house throughout the day. I get so overwhelmed when I'm surrounded by messes, so while I had some extra time, I decided to knock out the house while also helping my parents, because I know that they would greatly appreciate it. While I was cleaning, I was also taking care of 2 of my brother's kids, so this took me a lot longer than I thought it would. After I scrubbed down the stove and made it look the best I could, I started on the dishes, and you can tell that this is a kid house just by how many kid cups there were. Then I